Archangel Michael says, you're about to meet a stranger who will change your life forever. But you must know this one thing first. Open now. The night is restless. You lie awake, your heart beating in rhythms you cannot explain, and the silence feels heavier than usual. Then, suddenly, a breath, not your own, brushes the air, a luminous whisper that pierces the darkness. It comes like a bell tolling in the deep hours. Open now. The words echo not in your ears, but in your spirit, and you know this is not an ordinary night. You are being summoned into a sacred watch, a divine hour that belongs neither fully to yesterday nor to tomorrow. It is the 12th hour, the threshold between midnight and dawn, where heaven bends close and eternity leans upon the earth. And in this holy hour, my voice comes. I am Michael, captain of heaven's hosts, and I speak to you not in riddles but in urgency. Child, listen. For soon, sooner than you think, your path will be interrupted by one you have not yet known. A stranger, yet not a stranger. Sent, yet appearing ordinary. Their arrival will rethread the fabric of your destiny. With their steps, your own steps will shift, and the life you thought was set in place will open like a scroll in the hand of the Almighty. But take heed, what I tell you now is not light. This meeting is both blessing and testing. This message is not given to every ear. Many sleep through this hour, their spirits dulled by noise and distraction. But your heart is restless. Your spirit has lingered in the hush. That is why you hear me now. Yet I must warn you, not all who hear are prepared. For before this encounter, there is a condition. You must enter stillness. You must embrace silence. You must walk in obedience, lest the hour pass you by. Do not rush, do not boast, do not fill the air with empty words. Open with humility, and the light will meet you. The hour is urgent. The veil is thin. You are being weighed in both wonder and responsibility. And here is the prophecy sealed upon this night. If you open, a transfer begins. If you withhold, the hour will pass. Type I am chosen in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 1122 is now activated. I am Michael, captain of heaven's watch, commander of the hosts who war for light against the creeping shadow. I speak now because the hour is drawing near. Within the next turning of the sun, the course of your life will shift. You will not expect it. You will not plan it. Yet when the stranger crosses your path, you will know deep within, this is the moment I was warned of. For heaven keeps no accidents. What unfolds in your life now carries the weight of ancient scrolls, sealed long ago for this very day. Feel the world around you. Even now, creation responds to the call. The winds hush. The ticking of clocks slows in your awareness. The phone that buzzes endlessly falls into sudden silence. This interruption is not coincidence. It is the sound of eternity stepping into your present. Child, can you hear me? Can you sense the shift that draws near? This message does not belong to the masses who scroll and forget. This word is for the marked ones, for the longing hearts, for those who have not let their lamps run out. You are one of them. That is why you are here. That is why my voice finds you tonight. Hear me now. Open. Not later. Not when you feel ready. Not when your strength has gathered. The command is not delayed. The invitation is not negotiable. Open now. For the door before you is not a door made by human hands, but a gate fashioned in heaven's counsel. Behind it, light waits to pour into every corner of your being. Behind it, truth waits to set your feet in alignment with destiny. The door is before you, but it requires your consent to be open. Imagine it, child. A door that has stood locked for years now glimmers with golden fire. The latch trembles as if heaven's own hand rests upon it. Your pulse quickens. Your breath catches. The veil between what has been and what will be thins until it nearly breaks. Yet the handle waits for you, and you alone, to release it. This is why I am here. This is why my words burn like fire in your chest. Because the stranger who approaches carries not just conversation, but the weight of change. And you cannot meet them close. Understand this. I come with authority. I come not on whim, but on mandate. The records of your life are spread before the courts of heaven. Angels stand at attention, their wings folded, waiting on your response. The path before you has been debated, weighed, and sealed in divine counsel. Yet heaven, in its mercy, speaks first through me. You are given knowledge before the encounter, so you may stand not in confusion, but in clarity. But take heed, though the meeting is certain, the outcome is not. This stranger will alter your trajectory, but whether for blessing or for burden depends on whether you carry the one truth into the encounter. This is the warning. Do not run ahead with restless haste. Do not stumble into tomorrow filled with noise. First, you must hold stillness. First, you must release the rush that poisons discernment. First, you must name within yourself the one truth that heaven whispers even now. Open your heart. Open your silence. Open your obedience. For when the path crosses, and it will, your response will determine whether destiny unfolds in glory or slips away in shadow. Heaven waits for your answer. Heaven waits for your stillness. Heaven waits for your yes. Type I am anointed in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 1414 is now surrounding you. Child, listen closely. The path you walk is not as stable as it appears. Look around you. Those who smile at you may not all be speaking truth. Their lips curve upward, but behind their eyes something else stirs. Hesitation, envy, secrecy. A glance that lingers too long, a silence that feels heavier than it should, a word left unsaid when you expected reassurance. Do not dismiss these subtle tremors, for they are signs. Signs that what surrounds you in the natural is shifting under the pressure of the supernatural. You have felt it already, haven't you? The sense of being watched when no one stands in the room. The sudden chill that brushes the air when everything else is still. The notification that vanishes before you can read it. The message deleted before your eyes fall upon the truth. These are not random occurrences. They are disruptions, small fractures in the surface of ordinary life, whispering that something is about to break open. And in these disruptions, heaven is alerting you. Prepare your spirit, for not everything is as it seems. Child, there are those around you who know pieces of your story, but not its fullness. They sense something stirring in your destiny, but they cannot define it. They operate on fragments, on half-knowledge, and in their guessing they sometimes distort the truth. Do not be shaken when people project their own fears upon you. Do not be alarmed when you sense both curiosity and caution in the same face. For you are standing at the edge of a moment that cannot be explained, only revealed. And this unsettles those who try to measure the eternal with human eyes. This is why your nights have grown restless. Dreams you cannot name wake you in the dark. Tears rise without reason. Anger flares and then fades like a storm breaking in silence. These are not failures of your soul. They are signals. They are the rumblings of heaven's preparation, shaking loose what has been hidden so that the new may arrive. Emotional storms are not punishments. They are announcements. Your heart is being stretched to make space for what is coming. And in the midst of this trembling horizon, a shadow approaches. The stranger. Do not imagine them cloaked in grandeur or marked with flashing signs. They will come clothed in the ordinary. A bus rider whose eyes meet yours with unusual weight. A recruiter whose voice carries questions that pierce deeper than expected. A neighbor whose knock feels strangely timed. This is how heaven often works. Divinity wrapped in disguise. Do not dismiss the ordinary, for within it often beats the pulse of eternity. But now I must ask you, child, what have you ignored? What warnings have brushed against your spirit that you pushed aside? Where have you chosen silence when you should have spoken, or noise when you should have listened? These are not questions of condemnation, but preparation. For the encounter that comes will not allow you to remain neutral. You must be awake, watchful, and willing to discern the voice of heaven in the midst of earthly distraction. Hear this. The disruption is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to awaken you. Every restless night, every sudden tear, every flicker of suspicion is training your heart to lean on heaven's guidance and not on human certainty. If you will endure this tension without running, the hour will open to you with power. If you will stay awake, the stranger will not catch you unprepared. Type "I am guarded" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 1717 is now live over your life. Child of God, if this word is stirring your spirit, know this. Every message here is more than sound. It is seed. When you choose to sow into this mission, you are not giving to a channel. You are planting into eternity. Just as rivers water dry ground, your support becomes the stream by which other souls are reached and awakened. I hear the Spirit say, "Give, and it shall be given unto you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over." This is your moment to take part in the harvest of lives being changed. I invite you, stand with this calling. Join through super thanks or membership, or sow directly through PayPal in the description. And as you do, heaven marks it as obedience, not transaction. The oil of blessing rests on those who act. Rise now and act. Child, do not mistake the unrest in your life as chaos without purpose. What you face is not coincidence. It is not simply the twisting of human moods or the randomness of a broken world. Hear me clearly. You are under testing, refining, and proving. The moments of betrayal, the whispers behind closed doors, the strange resistance rising against you, these are not just accidents. They are the sharpening of your spirit for the encounter that draws near. You wonder, why me? Why must I be the one pressed, opposed, misunderstood? And I tell you this, because you are chosen. Because the hand of heaven has written your name in the scroll of destiny. Every person marked for divine purpose carries a target. Every soul set apart to carry light will find the darkness, leaning against them, pressing hard to see if they will break or bend. It is not punishment, child. It is proof. Your resistance confirms your assignment. Lift your eyes higher. Do you not know that heaven is watching? The halls of eternity are filled with angels who stand in attention over your journey. I, Michael, and the host who war at my side have spread our wings over you. Nothing has escaped our notice. Every sigh has been recorded. Every prayer has been entered into the ledger. Every tear has been gathered like precious oil. Heaven has not abandoned you. Heaven has been documenting the evidence of your endurance. And this is why I speak with urgency now. Because what matters most is not the conflict itself, but your reaction to it. If you lash out in haste, if you retaliate in bitterness, you delay your own breakthrough. But if you hold stillness, if you keep your heart anchored, your obedience multiplies protection over your life. In stillness, you give heaven room to fight. In silence, you permit angels to act. In surrender, you activate a strength not born from flesh but from the throne itself. Understand this. The attacks are mirrors. They reveal what is inside you. They expose wounds that still need healing, pride that still seeks applause, fear that still longs to rule. Do not despise the mirror. Do not run from what is being shown. For the encounter with the stranger will require a purified heart. If you allow this season of testing to cleanse you, the moment of meeting will not overwhelm you. You will be ready. Child, hear the assurance of heaven. If you were insignificant, you would not be opposed. If your life carried no weight, the enemy would not waste his schemes upon you. The very fact that you are pressed, resisted, and misunderstood is proof that you walk a path of consequence. This is the seal upon your life, that heaven has called you, and hell has noticed. And still, you will prevail, because the one who calls you has already prepared victory. So do not be deceived into thinking the conflict is to destroy you. It is to confirm you. Every false word spoken against you becomes testimony in heaven's court. Every attempt to delay you becomes fuel for your acceleration. Every closed door becomes proof that the right door still stands waiting. The shaking you feel is not the collapse of your destiny. It is the clearing away of the debris so the foundation can stand firm. Child, remain steady. Remain awake. Remain obedient. For what you are enduring is refining you for the moment when the stranger steps into your story. This is not the breaking of your life. It is the making of your life. And soon, very soon, you will see that the fire was never meant to consume you, but only to prove the gold that lies within you. Type "I am protected" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 2020 now shields your path. Child, lean in now. for the hour approaches quickly, and what I must tell you carries weight. A movement has already begun against you. A hand is being stirred, not always out of malice, but often out of confusion, jealousy, or misguided ambition. Yet regardless of intent, the effect remains. A plan is forming in the unseen, and soon it will press into the visible. You must not be naive. You must not drift in carelessness. You must be awake. Within 72 hours, the first sign will rise. A message will reach you, perhaps from an old friend who resurfaces, perhaps from a contact long forgotten, perhaps from someone who seems unusually eager to reconnect. The moment may look harmless, even friendly. But discernment, child, discernment must be your shield. For not every open hand is extended with truth. Not every invitation is sent in light. Hidden motives weave beneath casual words. And I am warning you now so you will not walk unguarded. Listen for the subtle signs heaven is teaching you to notice. The sudden chill in the room when no door has opened. The cough that interrupts at the exact moment a word is about to be spoken. The uncanny way a meeting place appears unplanned, yet too precise to be coincidence. These are markers, reminders that the natural is not alone at work. The spiritual is pressing through, revealing itself in subtle tremors. Pay attention, child. These signals are for you. Anxiety will try to rise within you. You will feel the temptation to defend yourself, to speak too quickly, to prove what does not need proving. Resist this. Heaven does not require your frantic explanations. It requires your obedience. Do not be lured into premature speech. Do not be cornered into agreements made in haste. Do not sign what is placed before you without first aligning with the one truth heaven has whispered. For the wrong yes can delay you, but the right silence can preserve you. This is why I caution you, the enemy is subtle. He does not always roar. Sometimes he whispers. He does not always strike. Sometimes he flatters. The schemes may come dressed as opportunities, as open doors, as well-timed offers. But not every open door is of heaven's making. Some doors are traps dressed as gifts. Some offers are snares disguised as favor. That is why you must hold to the condition given you: stillness, silence, obedience. Without it, you will not discern the truth from the counterfeit. Child, heaven is not sounding this warning to paralyze you with fear, but to prepare you with wisdom. The plot against you is already anticipated by the throne. The snares are already mapped. The outcome is already known. But your safety lies not in your cleverness, not in your strength, but in your willingness to wait until the truth is revealed. Heaven will expose what must be seen, but only if you do not rush ahead in presumption. Hear me one last time. Within 72 hours, movement will occur. The invitation will come. The message will appear. The meeting will arise. Do not be deceived by its suddenness. Do not be seduced by its appearance. Wait. Watch. Hold fast to the one truth, and let silence guard you until heaven confirms the path. This is your shield. This is your safety. Type "I am alert" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 3030 is now alive in your spirit. Child, hear me well, for this is not only a warning, but a shield. The time has come for you to learn how to stand without stumbling, how to be covered without panic. The battle that approaches is not yours to fight with fists or fury. It is heaven's battle, and heaven does not lose. But your role is critical. You must choose the posture that allows heaven's armies to move unhindered on your behalf. The word for this hour is simple. Be still. Do not mistake stillness for weakness. It is not the silence of surrender to the enemy, but the silence of surrender to heaven. When you hold your peace, when you refuse to speak rashly, when you step back instead of rushing forward, the hosts of heaven surge into the space you leave open. It is in your stillness that heaven fights when you do not. Do not be quick to prove. Do not be quick to defend. Your strength is not in explanations, but in the cover of the Most High. Take this into practice. Withdraw, if only briefly. Give heaven the sacred space to move. For one day, pull away from the noise that clamors around you. The endless scroll of voices, the chatter that clouds your discernment, fast from it. Let your ears rest from the chaos, that you may hear the whisper of heaven more clearly. Pray not with endless words, but with simple invocation. Michael, stand guard. Lord, cover me. Spirit, guide me. Few words, but filled with fire. It is not volume that reaches heaven. It is sincerity, humility, obedience. And in this withdrawal, watch. Keep a record of who reaches out to you, of what words are spoken, of what coincidences gather around you. Nothing is random in this hour. Those who approach you reveal themselves, some as allies, some as distractions, some as tests. Take note. Record. For these patterns are not to be ignored, but read as signs. Heaven will use even ordinary details as confirmation, if you will only pay attention. Keep your spirit clothed in protective affirmations. Declare aloud in the morning and at night, I am sealed. I am under the watch of Michael. I am guarded by the hand of the Lord. These are not empty phrases. They are swords of light that slice through the schemes of the unseen. Every repetition reinforces the truth of your covering. Every declaration pushes back against the lies whispered in the dark. You are not defenseless. You are not unguarded. You walk with a mantle, and even now it rests upon you. Practical protections must also be honored. Bless the thresholds of your home. Speak peace over your doorways, declaring them sealed by heaven's fire. Carry with you a token of remembrance, something that reminds you of who you are and who stands with you. It is not the object itself that protects, but the faith it stirs in you. Boundaries too are weapons. Say no when your spirit warns. Step back when your heart unsettles. Obedience is the armor that cannot be pierced. Do not fear, child. These instructions are not burdens. They are shields. You are not left to wander unprotected. You are not left to guess in the dark. Heaven has given you a map, and I, Michael, am stationed over you. If you follow the guidance, if you walk in stillness and silence, if you guard your heart with these practices, the enemy's hand will falter before it even touches you. The plot will collapse. The trap will spring back upon the one who set it. Rest in this assurance. Your protection is not fragile. Your defense is not weak. You are surrounded. You are sealed. You are hidden beneath wings of fire that no shadow can penetrate. Take courage, for heaven is not simply watching. It is warring for you. Type "I am sealed" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 4040 now shields your home and your path. Child, hear me now. The season of trembling is not your final state. You were never meant to remain hunted. You were meant to rise heralded. Do not let the heaviness of conflict deceive you into believing you are powerless. No, this is the very hour where your true name begins to resound. You are not who they thought you were. You are not who fear said you were. You are not even who you once believed yourself to be. You are being revealed as chosen. The fire you have walked through has not consumed you. It has refined you. Like gold drawn from hidden rock, like silver scraped clean of its dross, your identity shines brighter because of the storm. Do you feel it? The weight you once carried as weakness is now turning into strength. The tears you once shed in silence are becoming rivers of compassion that will water others. The anger that once boiled inside you is being transformed into fuel for action, for courage, for holy fire. Nothing has been wasted. Every bruise, every silence, every misunderstanding, it has all been reworked into power within you. You must reclaim your titles. Speak them aloud and let them echo through your bones. Heir, sent, chosen. You are not abandoned. You are not overlooked. You are not ordinary. You are heir to promises spoken before your birth. You are sent with assignment, clothed with authority, carrying fire that cannot be extinguished. You are chosen, not by chance, not by accident, but by the deliberate hand of heaven. Say it. Believe it. Let it reorder how you see yourself. Picture this. Wings once hidden begin to unfold. They stretch wide, touching the horizon of what is to come. Roots once buried deep through storms now anchor you, unshaken. Coals that seemed to scorch you now glow, revealing metals within you that only pressure could unveil. You are not breaking, you are emerging. You are not collapsing, you are rising. The stranger that approaches will not meet a victim, they will meet a vessel, one who has been tempered and prepared for such an hour. But I tell you, child, your next step is not revenge. Do not waste your rising on looking backward. Do not chain your new strength to the weight of old wounds. Elevation requires release. To ascend, you must refuse the gravity of bitterness. This empowerment is not to prove them wrong. It is to prove heaven right. It is not to crush those who doubted. It is to uplift those who are waiting for the light you now carry. Take simple actions. Each morning, declare aloud, I rise in alignment. I walk in destiny. I say yes to heaven's call. Journal what you see. Record the breakthroughs. Trace the patterns of grace. Each small declaration is a stone in the foundation of your future. Each written word is proof that your spirit is awakening. Every yes you whisper when heaven aligns your path becomes a trumpet sound that announces, I am ready. Child, you are not powerless. You are not forgotten. You are rising into a mantle prepared long before you. The stranger will not simply alter your course. They will confirm what heaven already placed within you. And you will not shrink. You will not falter. You will stand, because you are no longer hunted. You are heralded. Type I am rising in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 5050 now ignites your destiny. Child, the veil now begins to lift. The shadow that has lingered in your nights, the trembling in your heart, the strange restlessness that has pursued you. It has all been preparation for this revelation. The stranger who comes is not an accident. They are a catalyst. They arrive not only to cross your path, but to ignite what has been waiting in silence within you. Heaven has chosen this encounter as the door, the unlocking, the moment when destiny that seemed sealed will suddenly swing wide. Hear me clearly. This is not merely about a meeting of two lives. This is about restoration, commissioning, and healing. For some, the stranger will come as a voice of restoration, carrying words that mend what was broken long ago. For others, the stranger will arrive as one who commissions, calling forth the gifts that have lain dormant within you. And for still others, the stranger will appear as a mirror, forcing you to face the places you have hidden from yourself so that true healing may begin. This is your unlocking. This is your... The stranger is ordinary in appearance, yet extraordinary in assignment. They may wear the clothes of daily life, but their steps are ordered. They may speak words that seem casual, but within them fire burns. The Spirit whispers through them, though they may not even know the weight they carry. Child, do not look with natural eyes only. Look deeper. Discern. For heaven often hides its greatest treasures in vessels that seem plain. And with their arrival, promises long delayed will stir again. New assignments will open, sealed doors will yield, and direction that once seemed lost will be found. Some of you will see relationships restored, hearts reconcile, misunderstandings heal. Others will be redirected, set upon bold paths you never imagined, stripped from distractions that once bound you. For this is the nature of heaven's appointments. They arrive to realign, to release, to renew. Watch for the confirming signs, for heaven will not leave you without guidance. You will hear the same song rise unexpectedly in 3 different places. You will dream a dream, not once, but 3 nights in a row, pressing the same truth into your spirit. You will sense the same number, the same phrase, the same image appear again and again until you cannot deny it. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. Pay attention. Take note. Heaven is speaking in repetition because your destiny requires clarity. Child, heaven knows you by name. Do not think yourself forgot. You, even now, your record is spoken aloud in eternity. Angels recite your prayers, ancestors intercede for your bloodline, and the Spirit itself bears witness that you are known. You are not wandering aimlessly. You are being guided. And this encounter with the stranger is proof that the hand of heaven has been steering your steps all along. But hear this final word. The promise is sure, but the blessing is tied to obedience. Do not seek greedily. Do not reach for what flatters, but for what aligns. The stranger is not sent to satisfy desire, but to awaken destiny. Meet them with humility, discernment, and courage, and the door that opens will never be closed again. Type "I am unlocked" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 6060 now releases your next assignment. Child, if this revelation is opening your eyes, know this. When you help carry this word to others, you are helping heaven open doors for souls still waiting in darkness. Every seed you sow here becomes light to another. As it is written, He gives seed to the sower and bread to the eater, and right now, that seed multiplies not in fields of grain, but in hearts that are ready to awaken. I feel the urgency of heaven saying, do not delay, for the harvest is white and the workers are few. This is your chance to partner in the harvest. Join through super thanks or membership, or release a gift through PayPal in the description below. Do not see it as donation. See it as obedience. And as you act, may heaven release oil over your household, favor over your work, and protection over your journey. Rise into this moment. Act now. Child, now that the revelation has been spoken, the hour of decision is here. Heaven has opened the scroll before you. The stranger is approaching, the path is shifting, and yet nothing moves until your spirit consents. Do you not see? Heaven waits for your yes. The angels hold their breath. The recorders of eternity lean forward with their pens. The Spirit of God hovers, waiting for your agreement. For destiny is never forced, it is activated. It is sealed when your lips align with heaven's decree and your steps move in obedience. Do not remain passive. Hope alone will not carry you. You must cross the line from waiting into declaring. Speak aloud the words that burn within you. I accept. I align. I move in obedience. These are not casual phrases, they are keys. With every syllable, you unlock doors in the unseen. With every declaration, you sign covenant in the spirit realm. Silence, when heaven has called for speech, can delay. But one true word, spoken in faith, sets all of heaven's machinery into motion. Rise now into action, but action aligned with calling. Not rushed, not scattered, not desperate. If heaven has shown you a mentor to reach, take the step. If the Spirit has stirred you to training, commit to it. If your heart burns to draw a boundary with those who drain your spirit, set it firmly. These practical acts are not small. They are prophetic. Every movement in alignment multiplies momentum. Every step you take in obedience releases the next. Do not wait for clarity to become comfort. Clarity is enough. Walk in it. Some of you must anoint yourselves, not with elaborate ritual but with symbolic obedience. Take oil, even common oil, and place it upon your head as a sign. I am set apart. Write down your covenant on paper, marking your agreement with heaven in visible ink. Today I said yes. Whisper it in stillness, when no one else hears. I accept the assignment placed upon my life. These small acts thunder in eternity. Angels bear witness to them. Heaven records them. The enemy trembles at them. Do not underestimate the power of your yes. It is greater than the schemes against you. It is louder than the accusations that haunt you. It is stronger than the fear that clings to you. Your yes builds bridges where walls once stood. Your yes unlocks inheritance that lay dormant. Your yes summons provision hidden in unseen storehouses. Your yes shifts the atmosphere of your bloodline, declaring, the curse is broken, the chain is snapped, the new has begun. And so, child, I call you now, do not hesitate. The time is not tomorrow. The time is not when you feel ready. The time is now. Open your mouth. Speak your yes. Step into alignment. Heaven has waited long enough. The stranger is at the door. The future leans against the threshold. Will you rise? Will you consent? Will you say yes? Type ISAYYS in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 7070 now releases acceleration into your destiny. Child, lean into this mystery, for what unfolds now cannot be seen with human eyes, but only discerned with the Spirit. Even while you sleep, movements are taking place in the realm beyond sight. Heaven does not slumber. Angels do not grow weary. The Spirit does not pause. While your body rests, negotiations are being carried out in your name. While your tears fall, they are gathered in bowls of remembrance. While your voice trembles in prayer, petitions rise like incense into the throne room. You think yourself forgotten, but heaven has been working tirelessly on your behalf. Do you not perceive it? The scales are shifting. What was taken unjustly is being weighed and prepared for return. What was stolen through betrayal, through neglect, through spiritual blindness is now accounted for in heaven's ledger. And I, Michael, have stood in those courts to ensure the record is not ignored. Contracts written against you in the unseen are being torn. Words spoken to curse you are being reversed. Even now, a silent exchange is taking place, debts canceled, inheritances restored, burdens lifted. See the image, child. Angels moving like swift flames across the halls of eternity, carrying scrolls, exchanging tokens, placing crowns into your account. Seraphim speak words of fire that rewrite your story. Cherubim seal boundaries around your inheritance. Ancestral voices rise, interceding for the promises spoken over your bloodline to come forth in this generation. You are not standing alone. You are backed by a chorus of witnesses who demand your fulfillment. This is why your heart has felt strange surges of peace in the midst of chaos. It is the echo of what heaven is already securing. This is why dreams revisit you in cycles, pressing the same image again and again. It is the whisper of agreements being finalized beyond your sight. The unease, the sudden quiet, the inexplicable assurance, these are not coincidences. They are evidence of the silent exchange already underway. Child, hear me, nothing truly lost is lost forever. Heaven wastes nothing. What was delayed is not denied. What was broken is not beyond repair. Already, restitution is in motion. Already, alignments are being woven together, Already, doors are being prepared to open at the exact moment you are ready to walk through them. Do not let despair trick you into thinking the ledger is empty. The ledger is full. It overflows with accounts in your favor, waiting for the appointed release. Your part now is trust. Trust while you sleep. Trust while you wait. Trust while heaven completes what you cannot see. The negotiation does not require your striving. It requires your surrender. The exchange is not powered by your effort. It is sealed by your faith. Rest, child. Rest in assurance that heaven is not late. Rest in the knowledge that the armies of light move faster than the schemes of darkness. Rest in the certainty that restoration is not only possible, but already set in motion. The unseen is speaking on your behalf. The courts of heaven are active. The exchange has begun, and nothing will stop its completion. Trust, for you are covered. Trust, for you are chosen. Trust, for you are already restored. Type "I trust heaven" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 8080 now secures your silent exchange. Child, hear this decree. Heaven has not ignored what has been done against you. The injustice, the betrayal, the theft, the lies whispered in shadows. None of it has slipped past the eyes of the Most High. Every scheme has been recorded. Every plot has been noted. Every wound has been entered into the account. And the time is coming when the balance must be restored. Spiritual law cannot be mocked. What was sown must be reaped. What was stolen must be returned. What was broken must be healed. The hour of reversal is near. Do not imagine this justice as the vengeance of man. No, this is higher, purer, fiercer. Divine justice does not strike in bitterness. It strikes in balance. It restores what has been lost, and it confirms what was yours from the beginning. This is why I tell you, what they did will return to them tenfold. The trap they set will become their own snare. The words they released against you will call back and expose their own hearts. Heaven will not allow the innocent to be crushed without restoration. Heaven will not allow the righteous to remain dishonored. Look for the signs of reversal. Where doors once slammed shut in your face, new doors will swing open with ease. Where your reputation was stained by whispers, honor will return in public ways. Unexpected endorsements, surprising opportunities, vindication that does not require your striving. Where your career or calling seemed delayed, acceleration will break forth like a rushing wind. What once seemed like years wasted will be redeemed in moments. This is the way of divine reversal. It does not only repair, it multiplies. Child, I must warn you, do not take this justice into your own hands. Leave the balance to heaven. If you try to orchestrate the outcome, you may step in the way of what heaven is arranging. Release the need to prove yourself, to expose them, to fight with earthly weapons. For the scales of eternity are already tipped in your favor, and no earthly hand can balance them as perfectly as heaven's. Your part is to remain faithful, steady, and open to the restoration that flows. Understand this, restoration comes both in private and in public. In the private place, your heart will feel lightened. Burdens you thought permanent will dissolve. Wounds you believed unhealable will close without scar. In the public place, others will see what heaven has done. Opportunities will return, relationships will shift, and honor will surround you. It will not only be a victory within you, it will be a testimony around you. And in this reversal, your character will shine. For heaven is not simply restoring your possessions, your reputation, or your opportunities. It is strengthening your identity. The fire of injustice has tested you, but it has not broken you. The trial of betrayal has wounded you, but it has not stopped you. This reversal is proof that nothing in the hands of God is wasted. Every loss becomes a seed for multiplication. Every attack becomes fuel for acceleration. Every injustice becomes the stage for your vindication. So lift up your head, child. Do not dwell on what was lost, for heaven is already preparing what is greater. The reversal is not only coming, it has already begun. And soon, you will see with your own eyes the proof that heaven defends its chosen ones. Type divine justice in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 9090 now activates reversal in your life. Child, the message has been spoken, the warnings released, the promises declared. You have been told of the stranger who will step into your path, of the testing that has shaped you, of the unseen battles fought in your name, and of the justice that now rises like dawn over your life. Do not take these words lightly, for they are not poetry. They are prophecy. They are living fire, sealed upon you even now. Hear me one last time. You are chosen. You are sealed. You are guarded. You are sent. Nothing that rises against you can undo what heaven has already written. Nothing that plots in shadows can overturn the decree that has been spoken in light. You are not abandoned to wander. You are guided, watched, and carried by the armies of heaven. You are not nameless. You are recorded in the scrolls of eternity, your destiny marked and your inheritance preserved. I bless you now with clarity, that your eyes would see the stranger when they appear, that your heart would know the truth when it is spoken, that your spirit would not falter when the test arrives. I bless you with courage, that you would not hide in fear but rise in faith. I bless you with peace, that stillness would anchor you even as storms gather around you. And I bless you with perseverance, that nothing, not delay nor doubt nor distraction, would steal the promise you have been prepared to carry. Now hear the closing declaration. You are sealed. You are seen. You are sent. Stand steady. Wait with expectation. Keep the one truth burning within you. For when the stranger arrives, and they will, you will be ready. You will know. And you will rise into the future heaven has already written with your name. Take one breath now, child, and let it be your vow. A vow to open when called. A vow to remain still until the moment comes. A vow to carry the truth, like flame within your chest. Heaven has spoken. The hour has come. Walk forward, for the blessing rests upon you. Type I am sealed in the comments if you receive this final blessing. Code 1001 now surrounds your journey. Beloved, if this word has blessed you, if the fire of heaven has stirred your spirit, then know this. You are not only called to receive, but to help others receive. Every gift you release here becomes a torch placed in another hand. Every seed you sow becomes manna for another soul searching for light. The Spirit declares, those who refresh others will themselves be refreshed. As you stand with this mission, you are joining in heaven's work to awaken hearts worldwide. Support this calling through super thanks, through membership, or through PayPal in the description. Do not see it as giving to a voice. See it as sowing into eternity. As you act, blessing will overflow, favor will multiply, and protection will cover your house. Act now, child, for your seed carries eternal weight.